Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it with your friends, and comment your thoughts. Anna stood just outside the grand entrance of Belle Epoque Bridal, the most luxurious bridal boutique in the city. The golden letters on the glass door shimmered under the afternoon sun. Inside, rows of elegant gowns hung like dreams waiting to be worn, each one seeming to whisper promises of perfect weddings and fairy tale moments. But for Anna, today's visit was already shrouded in doubt. She tugged her simple, well-worn handbag closer and took a deep breath. This was her moment, or at least it was supposed to be. Ryan, her fiancé, had always said she deserved the best. But Anna had never been the kind to demand more than she needed. Simple things made her happy. Quiet mornings with her son, cooking family dinners, and the small kindnesses shared with neighbors. Yet today she felt out of place, like a small leaf caught in a river of riches. Inside, the boutique was a world, apart from her everyday life. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, casting sparkling light over marble floors polished to perfection. Elegant women in designer suits floated silently between racks, their heels clicking softly. Anna stepped forward, trying to steady her nerves. She hoped to find a gown that would match the modesty and grace she wanted to carry down the aisle. Not something loud or showy. A tall woman with perfectly coiffed hair approached, clipboard in hand. "Good afternoon. Welcome to Belle Epoque Bridal. How may I assist you today?" Anna smiled softly. "Hello, I'm here to try on some gowns for my wedding." The consultant's eyes flickered to her simple dress, the modest sandals on her feet. A faint, almost imperceptible raise of an eyebrow betrayed a moment of judgment. "Of course," the woman said smoothly. "May I know the date and the style you're looking for?" Anna hesitated, then said, "In 3 months. I prefer something elegant but not too extravagant." The woman's lips curled slightly. "We have a few collections that might suit you. Please follow me." As Anna followed, she overheard the low whispers behind her. "Oh, is that the bride?" "Who prefers the simple look?" one voice sneered. "Looks like she's not from our usual clientele," another whispered back. Anna's heart sank. In the spacious fitting room, rows of gowns hung on gleaming racks, ivory silks, delicate laces, sparkling beadwork. The consultant brought out a few dresses, each more breathtaking than the last. Anna tried them on, her fingers tracing the soft fabric, her reflection in the mirror catching glimpses of a future she'd dreamed of, but felt might never truly be hers. Then came the dress she would later call the one, a gown of ivory lace with tiny pearl details delicately sewn along the bodice and sleeves. She stepped into the dress and pulled the zipper up slowly. It fit perfectly, like the gown had been waiting for her. But then, as she adjusted the veil, she heard the voices again. This time, clearer. "She actually thinks she belongs here? In this boutique?" Anna froze. The whisper was followed by a soft, bitter laugh. The curtain hiding the dressing room flapped open, and the assistant peeked inside. "Oh, didn't realize you were still changing," she said with fake sweetness. Anna swallowed hard and didn't respond. The assistant's eyes scanned Anna from head to toe. "That gown might be a bit beyond your range," she said, voice low but sharp. "We have some simpler options, over in clearance." Anna's cheeks burned. The curtain closed, but the laughter continued softly. "She's marrying a guy who could maybe afford one button on that dress." Anna clutched the fabric tighter and closed her eyes. Her fingers trembled. She felt so small. Suddenly her phone buzzed, a message from Rayan. "How's it going?" she typed back quickly. "They're not very kind here." No reply. Minutes. Felt like hours. She wished she could disappear. After a moment, the curtain slid open again. "Are you coming out?" the assistant asked, tone dripping with mock patience. Anna took a deep breath and stepped out. The consultants glanced up, eyes sharp and full of silent judgment. Anna kept her head high, but felt her heart breaking piece by piece. She walked past them without a word, Outside the boutique, the afternoon sun felt harsh against her skin. Her phone buzzed again. Ryan, I'm outside. She pushed the door open, and there he was, tall, calm, with eyes that held 1,000 unspoken stories. Hey, he said softly, noticing her expression. She blinked back tears. They treated me like I didn't belong. Ryan took her. And we'll fix this, he said quietly. She hesitated. How? He smiled faintly, but with something stronger behind it. I'm going to buy that boutique. She looked at him, disbelief frozen on her face. Are you serious? I've never been more serious. Anna didn't know then that the man beside her was more than just a fiancé. He was a man who had built his empire from dust and sweat, far from the glitz of bridal shops and luxury labels, a man who understood what it meant to be underestimated, and who never forgot. And as Anna looked into his steady eyes, hope began to flicker through her fear. Because soon, the laughter would stop, and they would both learn what true power looks like. The city's skyline glittered under the fading light as Ryan sat quietly in his sleek office, the hum of the busy street below, distant and almost irrelevant. His fingers tapped thoughtfully on the glass desk, eyes fixed on the contract that would make the boutique his. It wasn't just a business move, it was a statement. The phone rang, jolting him out of his thoughts. Ryan, his assistant's voice was polite but brisk. The owners of Belle Epoque Bridal are willing to discuss your offer. He smiled, slightly. The game had begun. Anna sat across from him in their small apartment, nervously twisting a silver ring on her finger. I still can't believe you're really going through with this, she said softly. Ryan took her hand. You deserve better than whispers behind curtains and fake smiles. She nodded but still felt uneasy. But what if they fight back? What if this makes everything worse? He looked at her then, eyes steady. Sometimes, the only way to stop the noise is to make a sound they can't ignore. The next day, Ryan walked into Belle Epoque Bridal's towering glass building like he owned it. Soon he would. The boutique's owner, Madame Claire, a sharp woman in her 60s with steely eyes and an air of old-money pride, greeted him. Coldly, Mr. Khan, she said with a forced smile. We've heard of your interest, but I'm not sure a man of your background understands the delicate nature of this business. Ryan didn't flinch. Madame Claire, I'm not here to discuss my background. I'm here to make you an offer. Back at home, Anna tried to focus on her son's homework, but her mind was elsewhere. The laughter, the judgment, it still haunted her. Ryan's determination gave her hope, but she wondered if revenge would really heal the wounds. Days passed. Rumors began swirling in the city about a possible takeover. Customers whispered. Employees grew nervous. Anna found herself the center of unwanted attention. One afternoon, she received an anonymous note slipped under her door. You don't belong here. Leave before it's too late. Her hands shook as she read the words. Ryan's world was shifting too. As he signed the papers making Belle Epoque Bridal his, he discovered secrets hidden beneath the boutique's polished surface. Accounts didn't add up. Debts buried. Employees hiding whispers of sabotage. That night, Ryan and Anna sat in silence. She looked up at him, searching. What are you going to do now? He took a deep breath. First, protect you. Then, after a pause, he added, then expose them. The quiet storm was gathering strength, and the world around Anna was about to change forever. The air in Belle Epoque Bridal felt colder now. Not from the polished marble floors or the glittering chandeliers, but from the silent unease settling into every corner. Ryan's takeover was complete. The boutique's name still glittered above the entrance, but everything inside was changing, starting with the staff. Madame Claire, once the proud queen of this empire, had vanished behind closed doors, her pride wounded and her power slipping. Anna stood near a row of delicate gowns. her fingers brushing over the soft lace as memories from the past weeks flooded back. She remembered the cold stares, the whispered insults, the cruel note slipped under her door. And yet, she also remembered Rayan's quiet strength, the way he never let her crumble. "Anna!" A voice interrupted her thoughts. She turned to see Liam, Rayan's closest friend, and now the boutique's new manager. "Rayan asked me to check on you," Liam said, concern clear in his eyes. Anna smiled. Faintly. "Thank you. It's been hard." Liam nodded. "I know, but you're stronger than you think." Meanwhile, Rayan was deep in his own battles. Late one evening, he sat with his laptop, sifting through piles of documents he had discovered during the takeover. Something wasn't right. Financial reports showed missing funds, invoices with no records, whispers of secret deals made behind backs. The deeper he dug, the darker the secrets became. One night, as Rayan worked late, his phone buzzed with an anonymous message. "Stop digging, or you'll regret it." His heart pounded, but he refused to back down. Instead, he forwarded the message to Anna with a single note. "This isn't over." Anna's life grew more complicated. Employees who once sneered now avoided her. Customers whispered behind their hands. The boutique's reputation was at stake, and Anna found herself caught in the crossfire. One afternoon, as she walked through the boutique, she overheard a heated conversation between two staff members. "Did you hear? The old owner is planning something. Maybe she's going to fight back." Anna's chest tightened. She had to find out the truth. That evening, she confronted Madame Claire at a private event the boutique hosted. Claire's eyes flashed with anger. "You don't belong here," Claire spat. Anna's voice was steady. "I belong wherever I choose, and I'm here to stay." Back at home, the tension between Anna and Rayan grew. She worried about his safety. He worried about hers, but neither could turn back. One stormy night, the boutique was vandalized, windows smashed, dresses ruined. The police arrived, but evidence was scarce. Anna stood amidst the wreckage, tears mixing with rain. Rayan held her. "Tight, we'll rebuild together." As they worked to heal the boutique and themselves, a new ally emerged. Maya, a former employee with secrets of her own. She handed Rayan a folder filled with documents exposing the sabotage and the people behind it. Rayan's jaw clenched. The fight was far from over. The dawn was pale and soft, casting a gentle light over the city as Anna stood by the boutique's front window, watching the first customers arrive. The scars from the vandalism were still visible, cracked glass, torn fabrics. But inside, something new was growing. Hope. The fight had been long and exhausting. But Anna was no longer the scared woman who had walked into Belle Epoque Bridal weeks ago. She was stronger, more certain. Rayan entered quietly, handing her a cup of tea. "We've come a long way," he said softly. Anna smiled. "Together." The morning meeting was about to begin. Employees gathered in the boutique's spacious hall. The atmosphere was tense, still wary, still unsure. Madame Claire was absent, her influence fading. Rayan stood before them, calm and commanding. "We are rebuilding not just a business, but trust," he said, "and that starts with truth." He pulled out the folder Maya had given him, the proof of sabotage, deceit, and lies. One by one, names were read aloud. The culprits were exposed. Employees who had conspired against Anna and the boutique's success faced consequences. But the focus wasn't just punishment, it was healing. Later, Anna sat in a quiet corner, speaking with Maya. "Why did you help us?" Anna asked. Maya hesitated, then shared her story, how she had been forced to stay silent, scared of losing her job and reputation. "But when I saw how they treated you, I couldn't stay quiet anymore." Anna reached out, gripping Maya's hand. "Thank you for your courage." The next days passed in a whirlwind of rebuilding, apologies, and new beginnings. The boutique reopened with a small celebration, attended by friends, family, and loyal customers. Anna wore the ivory lace gown, the one she had first tried on. This time, it wasn't just a dress, it was a symbol of her strength. On the wedding day, as Anna walked down the aisle, she caught Rayan's eye. His smile was proud and full of love. In that moment, all the pain, all the struggle, melted away. They had faced the storm and come out stronger. In the final scene, Anna's son handed her a small envelope. Inside was a letter he had written. It read, "Mom, you are the strongest person I know. Don't listen to those who don't see your light. We all love you." Tears filled Anna's eyes as she hugged him tight. She knew this was only the beginning of a new chapter, one where she would never be silenced again. The end